Good morning, class. Today we will see the another graph traversal technique, which is depth first search. In the short form, it is a DFS. So in this algorithm, we traverse or we reach each and every node in depth word motion, and here we use the data structure, which is a stack here. And how it is going to process here is, first it will start with a node and it will gather the information of that node, means which are the connected vertex to that one, means the edges which here are connected, whether it is a directed one or a undirected also. So what it has to do, it has to take a vertex and it has to gather the information about the vertices which are connected to that vertex. And after that, we need to start the process of the traversing. So how we are going to traverse means, first we need to visit an adjacent node, and if there is an adjacent node, for that vertex, we will start traversing to that adjacent node. If there is another adjacent node to that at present traversed node, what we have to do, we need to traverse that node also. Okay. And coming to the remaining nodes which has been specified earlier as a starting one adjacent node, we need to traverse that nodes also. So this type of representation means we need to traverse back forth here. This algorithm supports a concept called backtracking. So here, this depth first search is a recursive type algorithm. So this recursive type algorithm means we uses a technique called backtracking. So it recursively calls the process what we have defined, and it uses the function and reaches its procedure what we have. So here recursion is there and also backtracking. So what is the difference here is, so here whenever we are using a recursion, so the function what we are mentioned means the work what we have mentioned will execute or call itself until it reaches its base class, means whoever called or whoever placed a call here. Rather than in backtracking also we use recursion. So in this recursion, what we are doing is we won't use a call itself like that. What it is doing is it is using or it is getting to know about all the possibilities what we are having to solve that problem, and then next we will have the best result for processing. And coming to the traversing method, see here the traversing order here is, it started from S. Okay, so how it is going to traverse series, first what is a node we reached, rather first what we are having here is, the first one is S. Okay, gather the information of that one. So S is having adjacent nodes A, B and C. Traverse from the left side now. So we will choose A. Okay, and we need to take any adjacent nodes are there or not. As it is there, adjacent node which is D. Okay. After that, we need to reach D. Next, know about that vertex, which is D. So what are the adjacent nodes of the D? It is G. We need to traverse G. Okay. And after that, it is having adjacent nodes. G is having adjacent nodes, which is E comma F. Okay. We need to visit a node which is E, and is that having any adjacent nodes means, as it is having a node which is B. And then visit B. After that, adjacent node is there or not. As it is having the adjacent node, which is yes. Since it is a visited one, we won't traverse them. When we are getting the visited one, what happens here? We need to pop up the data of the B, and we need to traverse back here. So to way we need to traverse, we need to reach the G. G is having another adjacent node, which is F. So here, F's adjacent node is C. Okay. And we need to traverse from F to C. No adjacent nodes are there. Adjacent node is there, but here the adjacent node what we are considering is a visited. Next, empty the stack. So from where we are starting? From S we are starting. Okay. We need to read about the S adjacent vertices. Since it is a undirected graph, all the vertices which have an edge to this one will consider as a adjacent node. If it is a directed graph, if which are having the in link from the S, then we will specify it as a adjacent node of that S. Since it is a undirected graph, there are no such restrictions that we need to use this vertices only. So first, what you have to do, we need to reach this one. So for this type of the representation, we can use many methods to print or to process. So to visit means visited will be there now. So we will use the memories where visited array will be there. And for the stack means to push the stack, we are using another one, that is another array is to push into the stack. We are using stack representation. And if not, what we are doing is simply we are pushing into the stack and popping it up and printing the popper up value, means visited node. Print the visited node will be enough. So, since we should know that which one is a visited or not, yeah, it is, if it possible, what you have to do is nothing but we need to take the visited array also. Okay. And coming to the order of presentation. So here this order will start from the root. And then what you are doing, we are taking the number of edges we are having. It is having the 3 edges. And we need to visit from left to right. So we started the traversing from S to A. That is the first one. After visiting the A, we need to look after that any other node is there or not to which is connected to the A. As it is there, which is a D. We need to traverse from A to D. And these two remain still there only as a unvisited. This one is a visited one. This one is a visited one. Okay, and coming to this one, at present we are visiting D, and can unspecify whether it is a having any shell, that is a edge or not. So here it is having a vertex connected to that one. So we need to record that information and we need to traverse that one. Hence it is a traversed, third one. And then next we have what we have to do. We need to take the edges connected to the G, E and F. So E is the first one we are visiting, and we need to see whether E is having any that is a adjacent vertex or not. So adjacent node it is having B, record that information and visit the B. And coming to the next one, B has a another means node is there. Since it is a visited one, this won't be considered as a processed information. So what we need to do, we need to backtrack to this. We need to backtrack to that presentation. Any other nodes are there or not? There is no other node. What we have to do, we need to get into that one from where we have started. Okay, and now this node what we are having here is G. G is having any node which is a left as a unvisited, means S it is there, which is a F. So visit the F. And coming to the next one, which is a C. C is considered as a vertex which is connected to this vertex F. And coming to here, C is having adjacent node. So this adjacent one what we are here presenting is a visited one. So hence it is not has been processed. Now we need to backflow. Is there any that is a vertex has been left here? Is no vertex has been left here. So what we need to do, we need to empty the stack and we need to provide. This is the traversing order of the presentation. To represent or to process like this, we need to follow the rules like this in the depth first search. So the rules are, so first we need to visit the adjacent unvisited node or a vertex. And what you have to do, we need to mark it as a visited one and we need to display it, and also we need to push into that stack. And what we have to do, we need to look after the whether it is having any adjacent vertex or not. As it is having the vertex, we will process it one. If it is not, no adjacent node is there, what you have to do, we need to pop up that vertex from this stack and we need to traverse again. So here, if you are reaching to the last point, then we will have to pop up all the vertices and what we are presenting, and then we need to print all these things here. And this rules what we are using, rule 1 and 2, will be followed until what we are having the stack which is an empty one. Okay, and coming to the examples we are having, we took two example representations, which is a directed and then undirected. So in the previous example, we have seen the directed graph here. So the directed graph representation here is, we need to record or we need to know about the vertices what we are having, which are having only the outgoing links, not the in links. So if you see, it is connected to the that is the nodes here. So if it is connected to the nodes, what it is a directed graph here, what we are having the in link and then out link has to be there. In link will represent only as an adjacent node. The outlinks won't be recorded here. So first see adjacency list here. Adjacency list means what are the adjacency nodes we are having for this graph notation. So we are having 8 such nodes. Plot the 8 nodes and plot the vertices which are having the outlinks to the other vertex. Okay, so here A is having two outlinks, which is B and D. And coming to the B, B is having another two outlinks, which is C and F. C is having three outlinks, which is E, G, H. G is having two outlinks, which is E and H. E is having another two outlinks, which are considered as a B and F. F is having a outlink, which is A. And D is having a outlink, which is F. And H is having a outlink to the A. So all are recorded one. Now how we are going to process here? So start from this one, from this node. Start from this node. So here we need to take this stack element here. So the stack element consists of the node H here. Okay. And coming to the adjacent information, it is having any adjacency, adjacent data or so adjacent vertices or not. As it is having a adjacency vertex, which is A. Okay. Visit A has been visited. After visiting, just represent it as a marked one. Okay. And now see what are the values we are having for this A and for AR. Here we represented it as a B and D. Okay. Now visit which one, B or D? So here we are depthward, we are forwarding. So we will visit D. Okay. Next one. Read the adjacency list of this one, D. How many elements or how many vertices are there? They are only having the one vertex. Okay. Which is F. Visit F. Read the data of that one. Adjacency of F is, see here, it is A. Adjacency of F is presented as a A. Before visiting each and every one, we need to see whether it is a marked one or not. Okay. Then we will get the information about in which order we need to traverse here. So the traverse star H, A, D, F. Now we are having the outlink, which is from F to A. Since it is a marked one, we won't traverse to this one. And what we need to do, we need to backtrack to that one. Backtrack to that again to that represent means where the node we have started. So here it will be backtracked to this. Since it is having adjacent nodes which are not visited one, so it starts the visiting from B. So here we need to pop up the that is vertices, because it doesn't consist of any adjacent vertices here. So visit B. Okay. What are the adjacent nodes of B? C comma F. Okay. Now F is the left side presentation. Since it is a visited one, we won't visit or we won't consider it as a traversing path here because it's a marked one. We visited B, mark it as a visited one. Which one is left? Here we are having another node, that is another link to the C, and this one is a unvisited one. So this unvisited one will be read here. So that is C. C is having any adjacent nodes or not? We are continuously popping up all the means we are popping the values which are not having the that is adjacency vertices also. So C is having how many nodes? C is having 3 such nodes for processing. Okay. So here in this representation, we use, what is the data here? E, G, H. So we need to see whether it is having or whether it is allowed to take the values or not. As it is not having any values, then what we are do? We will process the data. So the first one here is, see whether it is a means a visited one or not. This side it is a visited one or not, we need to see. It's not a visited one. So record, it is print E. Read the values of this adjacency E. What are the values we are having? B comma F, which are marked one. We will pop up the marked means we'll pop up that values here. And coming to the next one, G. G is having adjacency 1, which is E comma H. Since both are visited one. We visited E here, and we already we started from the root node, that is a H here. We started from the source node, that is a H here. C also visited one, G also visited one. Since there is no any vertex left here, what happens here? It is considered as a processing what we are having. Okay. And coming to the next example here is, which we are using undirected graph notation with the stack representation. Okay. So here, see, what are the nodes we are having? We are having A, B, C, D and S here. See, we need to plot the adjacency list since it is a very simple graph. So here S comma D, B is having another element, that is S comma D, and C is having the same S comma D. Okay. So there is a adjacency list. So step by step we will process the there is a linear stack using manner. So here first initialize the stack, and this is the that is a graph we are using. Mark it as, first we are marking here. So whatever we are using the elements to be marked has to be pushed into the stack here. That is a top element. So the first red one here is the S. So here we need to specify it as a visited one by marking it, and we need to push it into the stack here. Okay. And we need to read about this, means we need to know about this vertex here. So is there any visited adjacent nodes are they? So this adjacent nodes what are unvisited only, we need to visit them. We need to specify it as a marked one after that visiting. Okay. So how many nodes are there? It is having the 3 such nodes, which is a B, C. Okay. And see here where we need to explore the values what we have had. So the values here is, we are having A is a means a node what we are visiting now. We need to push that value into that stack, and we need to see any other adjacent nodes are there which are not the visited one, unvisited one. So since it is having the two nodes which is a ascending, yes, no? So here what is doing, we are having the elements which are S, A comma B comma C, and A, S comma D, B, S comma D, C, S comma D. Okay. It is a visited one. Okay, I'm marking this one. And coming to this S, since it is a visited one, mark it as a visited. Okay. Now coming to the A node, we are having two adjacent nodes with that one, and we need to explore only the unvisited one, not the visited one. So what is the unvisited one here? D. D is the unvisited one. We need to look after for the D here. Okay. And coming to the next representation here, which is D, visiting D here. So we need to see whether it is a visited one or not. Since it is not a visited one, what we will do, we will specify it as a unvisited, and we will mark them and we will display it in the order. So then what is the order of the stack here? We are having the elements which is S, which is the first one, second one is A, and the third one here is the D. Now see, D is having any elements or not. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to write the D. So here D is having the nodes which are A comma B comma C. Okay. Now see whether it is a visited one or not. Consider here A is a visited one, mark it, and B and C are the unvisited one. So we need to look after only the unvisited one, which are the B and C. Traverse to the unvisited nodes. The first unvisited node will be B. Traverse to that node B, and that is store this value into this stack. Now see whether B is having any unvisited nodes or not. Whether B is having any unvisited nodes or not. So here B is having two nodes which are S and D, and they are visited. So since what we have to do, we need to pop that B from the stack. As I said, when we are getting there are no adjacent nodes which are to be visited, then what we will do, we need to pop up that element or the pop up that node from the stack. Then the stack will be here like this, SAD. And we need to go for this. We need to go for the previous node step by step. So here we need to backtrack to this from where? From B to D. Okay. Now we need to check whether it is having any unvisited nodes or not. Since it is having one node left here, what it has to do? It has to visit the C. Okay. So here B also tick mark. So we need to visit the C. After visiting the C, the stack will be like this. It includes the value of that, means the name of that node, and make it as a top of the element here. Okay. Now see, this value has been visited, and mark it as a visited one. Mark it as a visited one. Now see, any node is there which is a left one. So here any unvisited node is there, no? there is no such node. What we have to do is nothing but we need to empty the stack, and we will provide the this is the traversing order. Like that, we need to process one. So first, what you have to do, we need to take the adjacency list into an account. Since what we are considering it as an undirected graph. So any vertex which is having the edge to any node will be treated as an adjacent node. So first, how we are going to process this one? First, plot these values and see what are the adjacent nodes to that one and plot the values. Here we need to look after only the one thing, which is a unvisited one, not the visited one. So we need to take or record the values here, which is the for this node or any node, whether it is having any unvisited node or not. If it is a visited node, we won't consider here. So what has to do, we need to process only the unvisited nodes here. So unvisited nodes will be taken and it will be processed, and we after visiting that one, we need to look after whether it is having any unvisited adjacent node. If it is having, okay, it will process. If it is not having any node, what we have to do, we need to pop up that node, and how we are going to process it, we need to take the backtrack to the previous node, and we need to look after any node has been left or not. If it is left, we need to process that one, mark it as a visited one, and the process what we are done to this previous node will be continued. Means to need to check whether C is having an adjacent node, means C is consist of elements, means the vertices which are connected, but since what it is having, both are visited one. So the process stops here, and what you have to do, we need to empty the stack for the representations here. Okay, and coming to the pseudocode representation of this DFS, we are having two iterative, that is a non-recursive one, and the recursive one here. So here we will initialize with this graph which is having the source vertex, which is here S, or in the previous example we took it as a H. So S be a stack we are representing, and we need to push the value now, means inserting the value S into that one. S means the capital S representation in the previous example. If we need to perform any traversing here, first we need to check whether the stack is empty or not. So here the stack is empty or not, then only we will pop up that values. Why we are popping up the values here? If it is not having any unvisited nodes, what you have to do, we need to pop up the values here. Pop up the values until you are getting that visited nodes, means unvisited nodes here. How I am going to process the neighbors here? The neighbors what we are taking will be considered as a V, and all the neighbors what we are taking has to be pushed into the stack. So first read the edges and consider whether it is having the, whether what we are providing is having the edges or not. That is a connected edges or not, or that is a directed or undirected. If it is having any edges to connect it to any vertex, what is doing is it is being specified that we need to record all the neighbors into the stack there, and we need to visit each and every one, and we need to mark that one. How we are going to mark that ones? In the previous session also we have seen, we need to consider 0 as an unmarked one and 1 as a marked one. So since this visited array will consist of the 0 null as an initial one, whenever you visited that vertex, respective subscript value will be updated to the one, will specify it as a visited node here. Okay, now coming to the next one, what we are doing is we are taking the recursive one. So the first, if you are taking any value, what you have to do is nothing but mark as a visited one. How we are going to mark means simply in the previous example only, and no need to specify that is a empty or one mark, means we need to take the top of value or all these things. First take all these neighbor values of this graph from the source, means which is the node we have been selected, and it is considered as a W. If it is visited, okay. If it is not the visited one, call this DFS recursive continuously. That is, here we are updating the value, which is a W. Means since it is a source one, it is a W is the neighbor of the S here. So we need to record that one. Again, what it happens, it will take the value of the neighbor of the W, and again it will start the processing like that. So that's about traversal algorithm, which is a DFS. Thank you.